Thank you for your patience while we made that change. Seated in front of you are the 8th graders, and they also have been working really hard. We have already completed our field trip with the 8th graders. They got to go play at County Line and Amy Bell Elementary Schools, and it was really a fun event for them to be able to, again, kind of inspire the future band members. And it's especially fun for me because my son Grayson's in 2nd grade at Amy Bell, so it was neat to be able to see him in his classroom and with his friends, and for us to be able to share music with them. The first piece that we're going to play for you today is called New South Wales March, and you might recognize the melody in the second half of the piece as being Waltzing Matilda. It's an Australian folk song, so we'll see if you recognize that tune as we play through New South Wales March. All right, so many of the 8th grade students are also participating in that Solon Ensemble Festival coming up on March 8th, but we also have several students who are in this ensemble that are also representing Kennedy Middle School at what's called the All-Star Band. It's like kind of affiliated with the UWM Honor Band that happened earlier this year in November. But these students were invited back to participate in another kind of round of extra ensembles, and then they get to perform on Sunday, which is pretty neat. So those students who are getting to perform another concert at UWM tonight, not Sunday night, and if you could stand when I read your name off, please. Caden Killen on French horn, Wyatt Lau on tuba, Liam Mahaffey on trombone, Dominic Washburn on bari sax, and Jetson Blanchard on euphonium. So a round of applause for those students. Thank you. The next piece that we're going to be playing is called Shaker Variants, and it is based on the tune Simple Gifts, which is a very familiar melody. And If you don't know it by name, you might even recognize it just once we start playing. The lyrics are, "'Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift to be free." And it's just been a piece that has really helped us expand our ability to, again, transition from key signatures and different styles and things like that. And I think it just really showcases the talents of these 8th graders really well. So here's Shaker Variants. playing tonight is kind of special to me because the person that wrote it was my high school band director and family friend. And when we were starting to work on the piece with the 8th graders, there was one day when I thought they were sounding really good. And so I said, do you guys think I should text Mr. Kirby and find out if he'll come to the concert? And they said, yeah, text him. And so I did, and he decided to come tonight to hear it, which is really special. The piece is also inspired by just some like historical Spanish events, which I think is perfect because some of these students are going to be traveling to Spain next year with a high school band. And the story is about the legend of Tizona is the name of the sword of the but Mr. Kirby is a Wisconsin-based composer, and he has done a variety of different things with the Germantown School District. He used to arrange music for the Wall of Sound. And then the Bell family actually commissioned a piece that he wrote called Empower, and that was used sort of like for the dedication and the opening of this Performing Arts Center. And then the 7th graders actually played a piece of his earlier this year too. So it's always neat when we're able to kind of make those connections locally, and it's nice for the kids to realize that people are composing music who are still alive and around. So we're excited to be able to perform this piece for you. It's got a lot of neat percussion effects and some other neat musical things that aren't really found in many other pieces for middle school band at this point. So we will play now The Legend of Tizona. one of the neat things about that, I think that the percussion section kind of deserves another round of applause. Even the percussionists that were in 8th grade a couple of decades ago, they all had really talented content. All right, our final piece tonight is the music from all of the 8 Harry Potter movies, which is kind of exciting. It's been fun to work on music that is brand new to these students that they haven't heard before. That's our job, is to expose them to new things, but then also to treat them once in a while with some of the things that they've heard in different movies that they enjoy. We enjoyed playing part of this piece for the Amy Bell and County Line students. Because we weren't quite ready for it back when we did the field trip, but is also a little bit on the longer side because it is music from all the movies. But we really enjoyed working on this, and this entire evening is obviously very much a team effort. So it's not a one-person kind of situation, but you could see the different music department helpers stepping in. The students that you saw, the high school students that helped changing the stage, those are members of the Tri-M Music Honor Society, which is something that students are able to be a part of once they get up to the high school level. And they are at all of the different middle school concerts helping out and kind of getting kids excited about the opportunities that are available to them at the high school level. We want to say thank you to our very supportive administration at Kennedy and throughout the school district. And another big thank you to the students for all of their hard work, and then the parents and families for supporting them and doing such a positive thing. It is important to mention that if you think that they deserve a treat of some kind, that if you went to Roberts, I believe the flavor is mint chocolate flake. And then there's like a devil's food cake at Culver's. But then some of the kids said that maybe they thought they deserved crumble cookie or Smart Cow. So there's so many options if you choose to take them somewhere. But I think they deserve it. You can tell that they put a ton of hard work in. And then tonight has been fun too. And any time that when you're working with a group of kids and you're working on music stuff and you can just kind of relax and have fun, it tells you that you've really arrived. So I really appreciate the students and the families here in Germantown. But we hope that you enjoy our very final piece, the music from Harry Potter.